Hello and welcome back to another Shadowlands Goldmaking video. Today we're going to talk about a profession and auction house strategy that a friend of mine used to make 25 million gold in 10 days. And this one is actually pretty insane, but it does require that you have quite a huge chunk of gold to actually invest in this stuff. But basically what you have is enchanting, right? You have Shadowlands Enchanting, and I don't really have that much skill, but if we go to Unlearned, I can go down to these. These are the three main reagents that he has made, and he has made 25 million gold on pretty much only these three materials so far in Shadowlands, and his technique has been kind of interesting. So if I go to the auction house now, we are like 10 days, almost 2 weeks into Shadowlands, and the prices have gone down significantly for a couple of reasons. But let me just check out Heavy Callous Hide, right? So you have Heavy Callous Hide. These sell for 2.3k, let's just say 2.4k. So two of these would be 4.8k. A Soul Dust, actually let's just include the Soul Dust in the price as well, since it's like 20 gold for one dust. So 4.8k. Crafting this one costs you 4.8 thousand gold, and right now, even now, it still auctions for 5.3k, meaning you make 500 gold profit for every single craft, and you can make tons of them, and these are what sells. Like if anyone is going to buy the Heavy Callous Hides, they are going to make it into this as well, to actually craft the legendaries. And the same can be done for a lithium as well, so if you just go to a lithium, and we check out a lithium ore, then we have a lithium ore, 285, right, plus the soul dust, so let's just say 600 gold to craft one enchanted lithium. 600 gold to craft, and it goes for 898. And here's the thing, right now you don't really make that much gold, right? So you might be asking, how can he make 25 million gold in 10 days? Well, here's the thing, you need 115 profession skills in enchanting for Shadowlands, right? To craft these things. All of them require 115. And to get there, you actually need to start using some of your crystals, the eternal crystals. And you need to craft things like this one, which you get at 75, right? So to get from, I think, skill 90 to 115, you need to use one eternal crystal for every single time you want to skill up, meaning you need 25 eternal crystals. Now, there is a couple of ways you can get them. Like, for example, I have a video on the rare called Beidos in Bastion. If I can just show you where the location is for that one right now. You have this rare up here, which is Beidos, all the way up here at this world quest right now. Every single time you kill him for the first time on every character, he will give you one crystal, and that is guaranteed. It is only the first time though, so you need 25 crystals, right? So you would have had to have 25 characters on the same realm to actually do that. Or you would have had to do some mythic heroes and disenchant some epic gear from there. And here's what my friend did. I'm just gonna stop moving, stop jumping around. Just gonna get myself to the mailbox and see what I have there. And here's what my friend did. When he noticed that you need to have this many crystals to actually get yourself up to this skill level, and they are so difficult to acquire this early in the expansion, he actually controlled the market for every single crystal. He bought out every single eternal crystal. He had a sniper auction or a sniper scanning group or TSM set up, so every single time anyone posted an eternal crystal for a cheap price, or just a regular price as well, he was there and he sniped it, making sure that nobody else could actually get to this skill. And he was on a high pop server as well, so doing this meant he had to put in millions into actually buying the crystals and just having monopoly all the time. So that was what he was doing. He was just keeping monopoly on the crystals, and he had several stacks of crystals. I think at one point he had over 500 to 1,000 crystals, right? And they were worth like 10k each at that point. So that is a lot of crystals. So you need to have a lot of gold to actually make this amount of gold. But he made 25 million gold profit in 10 days by doing this. And here's the thing, once again, because he was pretty much the only enchanter with the skill level on his realm for those 10 days, or at least for a couple of days. He could charge a massive premium price for this enchanted leather. And if we go to the auction house right now, I can give you an example. I don't really have any screenshots or anything because he didn't really take any. He just told me about it afterwards. But if we check out the callous hide, at the point that he was making the most profit, these were selling for 4,000 gold each on our server, or on his server I should say. So they cost him 8,000 gold to craft one of these, and he sold them for 20 to 40,000 gold, depending on when he sold them. Obviously he tried to sell them for 40,000, but if somebody gave him 20, he would take it. That was 12,000 gold profit for every single craft, and he could make all 3 of these. And once again, he was still spam purchasing every single crystal, and he was putting a couple of them up as well for very, very expensive. He sold one of these crystals for 250,000 gold, so that is a lot of gold for one crystal. And he made tons of gold with this method, which is kind of insane. So what did I... Okay, yeah, that's what I have in my mailbox, tons of lockboxes to open for another video, just to do like a social experiment to see what's inside the lockboxes and how good they are. I have tons of them, but that's not the point of the video. The point is, enchanting was really, really profitable early on in Shadowlands, and we can learn some things from this. Like, if they introduce some of these materials, or expand upon this system in 9.1, 9.2, or 9.3, we can use that to our advantage and do the same. The only thing is, you need to have a massive amount of capital to be able to invest, to actually purchase the crystals and so on. But even if they do this in the next expansion as well, at least I know that this technique works, especially if you're on the right server, and you are able to keep monopoly of the item that people need to skill up. And this was a massive bottleneck for enchanting in Shadowlands, and people actually needed crystals to skill up. As you can see, all of these require crystals. All the way down to level 60, you start needing crystals. So people might even need more than 25 crystals in total. So he made bank on this. Like I said, he made 25 million, so yes, he did make bank. But it's insane how many crystals people need very early to skill up their enchanting. And 115 is max, right? So it kinda makes sense. And you need max to craft this. And this is where all of his profit came from. He made some profit by flipping the crystals as well, but he only kept the dirty expensive crystals on the auction house. So basically, he put one up for 250k, and he bought out every single crystal under that price. I think the most expensive crystal he actually bought was for 50,000 gold, that he had to pay for one crystal. But considering he made 25 million profit, I think he did an okay job, yeah. He did a pretty okay job. But that is just a very interesting gold making technique, and I wanted to share it with you guys because I think this is very, very interesting, and we can learn some things from this and use it later on. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below, comment how much gold you made in Shadowlands so far, and that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.